Hello fellow viewers of Reviewers Unknown. I'm a somewhat new contributor to this site. I'm known as the FanFic Critic, but you can call me Megan. I know I haven't really been on this site for much long, but I felt like I wanted to say something in regards to this being the 1-year anniversary of this site, being open. Before I was a contributor to this site, I remember visiting it a couple times, and I would say that this website has come a long way. I mean, the new design, for one thing, is really, really nice, and from what I've seen on the contributors for this site, there's a lot of good contributors. And the site is a nice site to be on, and I'm very grateful that I was welcomed onto this site, and I'm glad to be sharing my own content on this site. So this little vlog here is, to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of Reviewers Unknown. And I'm going to do what Ozzy did and pretty much talk a little bit about myself and how I came to be the FanFic Critic. Well, it's kind of an accidental thing, I will admit. Before I was the FanFic Critic, I was someone who liked to write fanfics. Mainly Sweeney Todd fanfics. In fact, they were all Sweeney Todd fanfics. I was known as Todd666 on fanfiction.net, and you can still find that account with all the Sweeney Todd fanfics I wrote. Started to write fanfiction when I was like 18 years old. And one day I read this Sweeney Todd fanfic that literally made my blood boil, so I decided to make a little video blog for myself of me ranting about it, and I even read the story out loud, and after rewatching it I thought, you know what, maybe I could make a web show out of this. Because this was around the time I was watching like The Angry Video Game Nerd and The Nostalgia Critic. And so I filmed myself reading this fanfic a few times before I finally came up with the internet persona known as the FanFic Critic. And I held off a long time actually putting it online. I finally put it on MySpace, and it was on MySpace for a little bit before I finally got the guts to put it on YouTube. And that's pretty much how the FanFic Critic came to be. I would say the FanFic Critic, early FanFic Critic, was atrocious. I was trying to be something that I wasn't. I just came across as a jerk and stuff in most of my episodes and didn't really seem to know what I was talking about. But I think as the show has gone on, it's gotten better. I mean, the character has become more of a character than how I was in the beginning. I would say in the beginning it was kind of well, it is all my honest opinion, but it wasn't as theatrical, you know what I mean? So, that's pretty much how the FanFic Critic came to be. If you want a brief input about that other character on my show, Susan, well, she was the result of another web show I started called The Sequel Critic, which wasn't very successful. It was only 3 episodes, but I ended up keeping her character around. So yeah, I'd say that's pretty much how the FanFic Critic started. What else can I talk to you guys about? If you guys want to know a little bit more about me, things have been a little more busy for me in recent months, because I do have a job outside of being the FanFic Critic. I'm not doing this web show to try to make money or to try to be the next Doug Walker. No, I know that's never going to happen. I do it for fun. But lately it's been a little hard to do it because of my job in the real life. I recently got promoted, and let's just say the job I have has a lot of responsibilities, and free time can be a little hectic, if you know what I mean. But I'm still going to do the web show because I enjoy doing it. If you guys want to know other stuff about me, I'm an artist. I used to draw comics when I was younger. In fact, this comic that I made when I was like 17 is on my DeviantArt page if you want to check it out. It's really stupid. I'm thinking about redrawing it in Illustrator someday, but it'll probably be a long time. Before I was on Reviewers Unknown, I was on this website called Media Slayer Productions, which later became Media Slayer. The website was discontinued a couple months back under not so good circumstances. The person who created the site just randomly decided, I don't want to run the site anymore, and just stopped it. Gave the people who were on it a brief warning about it, and then like a couple hours after he posted the warning, the site was gone. So yeah. But I've kept in touch with the people who used to be on Media Slayer. In fact, there's this other website I'm on called the Net Dwellers, where we all are kind of on there again. So, yeah. Now, in regards for Reviewers Unknown, I'm hoping that I will be able to make some cameos on other people's shows. I mean, I'm already planning on doing a crossover with Test Zero, or, you know, Dragon Slayer Productions. I'm hoping to do a crossover with him soon. It's just finding the time to do it and making other brief cameos, because, you know, this site is a nice site. I really do like it. I'm really glad that I was asked to join it. For other things, I'm hoping that Reviewers Unknown will get, you know, it's a site that deserves to have more attention than it has. I mean, people should really check this site out. Sorry if I'm just kind of rambling here. It's late in the evening and I'm trying to think of something to say, but anyway, I want to congratulate, you know, the original contributors on Reviewers Unknown for keeping the site up for this long, and hopefully we can see another anniversary a year from now. So, thank you all for watching this video, and please do check out the other contributors on Reviewers Unknown. TTFN.